Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 5th episode of the Untold with Azi. I am your host, as always, Azi. I just wanted to thank anyone who's been supporting me so far, watching the videos, listening to the podcast on Spotify, and, giving me comments and feedback. It's really been helping me, and it's just great to know that I have people out there who are supporting me. So thank you, guys. Today I have a really, really special guest who approached me herself, and we had a really, really nice conversation. I'm just gonna get into it right away. Welcome to the podcast, Rana. How are you?
Hi, Azi. Thank you for your introduction. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. So how are you feeling? Is the setup okay? Is everything okay?
Everything is all right. It's my first time doing that. It's kind of new to me, but
it's okay.
I'm always comfort to go out of my comfort zone and challenging myself.
Good. No,
it took us a while to settle
it did take us a while, but no, every time I sit here still, it feels new to me too.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm still trying to get used to it myself. Mm-hmm. It can be a bit challenging being in this position, as I told you before we even start. So yeah, I get how you feel, but it's okay. We're just gonna talk like two friends.
Of course, we like this.
Sure. Yeah. So I know today we just kind of wanted to talk about money, but I'm just gonna get into it because I think it's better to ask from my own curiosity. So what is the best way to save money?
You don't want to.
I still haven't figured that out.
Of course, but don't you want, for example, your audience first of all getting to know me a little bit more, or
Sure. Tell me about yourself.
Into that.
I was just so curious. I'm like, how do I save money?
Yeah, it's a very important topic, and we're gonna touch base on that, of course.
Sure.
But
tell me a little about yourself.
What
do you do?
You yourself even.
What do you do?
You yourself even don't know about me.
We did have a conversation, so it's okay. You can tell the people who don't know you yet.
Yeah, of course. So, my passion always was to become a pilot.
Okay.
And I planned my life like that.
A pilot?
Yes.
That is, okay. That's very bold.
What did you do for that?
I studied mathematics.
Sorry. So wait, what did you do to become a pilot?
I studied mathematics.
Mathematics.
It is not related to that.
That is hard.
No, to be honest, you don't need to study mathematics, but my dad was always telling me, if you wanted to be a good pilot, you first of all should learn how to thinking very good.
Well, is your dad a pilot?
No. He's not, but he just gave me this
just giving
tip.
You advice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as long as I'm a very good child, I just listen to him.
Oh my god. Every parent method. If you are good, I will give you this.
Yeah.
If you're bad, I'm going to give it to you.
No.
Yes, if you're bad.
They're going to persuade you. And I thought, he's right. Maybe I should do that. So I got into that. I was always doing my investigations.
Yes.
And I was all prepared for that. But at some stage, I just made a decision that maybe it's better to do something else.
Okay. Something. So you were like, I'm done with this. Yeah. I want to do something. Why?
No, because so as you know, I'm from Iran. I just made a decision to move to another country.
Okay. Well, how old were you?
Back then I was 19.
Okay, you were pretty young to want to. So did you move alone? Want to move alone out of the country, or with your family?
So, actually, it was my grandmother's plan. She always wanted to helping us moving to another country, and she just told me, there's a lot of opportunities for you because I immigrated with my cousin. She said that.
So with your grandmother and your cousin, you three just immigrated.
Yes.
Okay, and your parents just didn't want to come, or they couldn't.
At that point, they didn't have any plan for that.
Mm-hmm.
Not still, but
they were okay sending you.
Of course, it was not that easy for them.
Oh God,
but
I
do you have a brother or sister?
Yes, I do. I have a younger sister. Her name is Bahar, and I really missed her.
Oh, does she have a plan to come?
Of course, I have some plan for her, but I need to get some more stable in here, and then I can have them coming here.
Okay. So you moved here with your grandmother and your cousin?
Yes, I moved here she was with us for a year, then she get back to our country.
So did you come to Vancouver right away, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just moved here because I have my aunt in here.
Okay.
And of course, it is
That's
always
good to have somebody here at least.
Yes.
You know, like it's hard when people immigrate here alone. It's just a lot of pressure with no family.
It is.
Yeah, it's quite painful and lonely.
Yeah, it is very heartwarming. It's
Yeah.
good to have her here, and the reason that I'm here is because of her hardworking.
Oh, that's
And,
sweet.
Yeah, I'm.
Is she
really
still here
thankful.
with you, or did she move back?
No, she's still here.
Okay. So you got your work visa.
No.
Sorry, study visa.
permit, yeah.
Study permit, yeah. And then, so did you apply to any colleges or university?
Applied to many universities, and then I started studying business. You know, it was just a major and multiple universities.
So where did you go?
To Capilano. It's in North Vancouver.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you start studying then?
Business
Business.
administration. Yeah.
Business administration. Okay. Did you like always know that you kind of, I mean, after you got your study visa, did you know that you want to do that, or
Yeah.
that was like one of the easier choices between like a bunch?
No. We had planned that we were gonna go to Canada and we were gonna study business.
Who's we?
Me and my cousin.
Oh, okay.
She did the same thing.
I was like, who is we? You or I?
I'm not one person. I'm more than one.
I have another. Okay, so she is
my imaginary friend.
my imaginary friend. Yeah, I was like, who is we? I don't see them. No, I'm just kidding. So she is also studying business. Started studying business alongside you. Okay, pretty cool. So what happened then? So you started your schooling. How long did that take?
Yeah. So, the first days I was like very busy with studying. I had no plan. And, I just didn't even want to work. I just wanted to getting used to the studies, the new language.
Oh yeah,
new
it's really
place,
hard getting used to the
community.
language. Not only new language. I feel like with every field, there's a new literacy that comes with that field, whether it be science or math or business. They all have their own terminology, so getting used to all of that is hard.
Yeah,
I get it.
exactly.
Yeah, I had definitely had the same issue like starting nursing. It's just like so many new words and new terminology and new concepts. The first terms, yes. The first couple terms is always the most difficult ones, I'm sure, from your experience too.
Yeah, and I was studying business, but I felt like very lost.
Okay, how come?
So
Lost in what sense though?
Yeah, what am I gonna do with my life now that I'm studying business?
Okay.
So I didn't know if I'm gonna do marketing, HR, because when you're like studying business, you have a lot of choices.
Yeah, so what are those choices? Like, because I don't know.
Okay.
I just think business, so you, I don't know, end up opening your own business.
Not really.
But they went to the business school.
Yeah, so what happened? How many fields are there within just the business?
Many, like marketing, HR, finance, accounting.
So all of that is part of business?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought it'd be like a field separate from business.
Yeah, it can be separated, but when you are studying a business, they're mainly preparing you to like know a little bit about everything, and when you start your own business, you know how to deal with different departments.
Okay, so you were little by little getting to know all these little sub majors of what business is, and so did you find your interest in any of them?
Back then, no. I thought that maybe I'm gonna do marketing, but I really didn't take it very serious.
Okay. Maybe you weren't as passionate as you should have been about it.
I was so lost, I would say when you just move to another country, the very first year feels like you are in a coma.
That's quite true. I mean, you're still trying to figure things out.
That's the same thing. When you're in your 20s, whatever you're doing, you feel like I'm lost.
Yeah, your
20s
just passes by in a haze and foggy, and it's very foggy. Yes, I feel it.
Same.
Okay, so what happened, like, that you kind of, like, because I know what you're doing right now, but, like, what happened that you kind of figured it out? Like,
so
what set it on? What inspired you?
Let me just tell you this something else before we dive into that, what I ended up doing.
Okay.
On my mind, I always had it that maybe I'm gonna start a business.
Yes.
And that business was restaurant.
Nice.
It's like
Makes
as
me
many
feel
other
happy.
Persians who love this business. And when I was looking for general jobs,
Okay.
I always looked for a job related to that industry.
Okay, so
and
working in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And very soon I found one working in a restaurant as a server
Yes.
because I wanted to learn a lot of
Catch the
things.
environment, see how it is.
Yeah, what are the rules and regulations, how they
Okay.
behave to the customers, or let's see if it is something really for me or not.
Sorry, what is it?
To make sure that it's something for me or
Oh,
not.
okay, it's something for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was it?
No.
What really put you off? Like, what didn't you like?
Well, I will tell you after podcast. I really don't want to talk about turn-offs in here.
Sure, all good.
I don't want to reveal the secret.
The secrets, yes. Okay,
industry.
okay. So restaurants just wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, one day I was going to the school
Yeah.
and I received like a random message from a random guy. Actually, I know that we are both studying in the same school, but
Okay.
I haven't
Just
had
that
a
text was
chance.
pretty random.
Yeah, I
Okay.
really haven't had the chance to meet him in person.
Okay, it's like, how
Meeting in
dare you?
person,
Why are you
yeah.
texting me?
Yeah, no,
Ask for a date.
no, it was asking for like
A business date.
business things.
A business date.
Yeah. He was in the finance industry.
Okay.
And he just asked me for coming there and checking like their presentations and all of those. And as I
You
thought
had this
that,
whole thing ready for you.
yeah, and he told me that I'm gonna
Was it
teach
office
you
or his house?
office. He just told me come and learn about all of these things, taxes, accounts, and
Very
all of
important
these
things.
Yeah, and I thought, yeah, as long as I'm new in the country and I don't know anything about here,
Yes.
that would be a great chance for me to learn.
Yeah,
while
be a
I'm
good
helping
learning
him as
opportunity.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went there and I really loved the information he provided me.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, yeah, maybe finance is a good fit for me. Why not be doing that?
What was the biggest takeaway from that?
I thought that this information were never taught to me. And when I just talked to many other people who've been here longer than me, they said this information never taught to us as well.
Okay, so they never really thought about those information.
Yeah, and I thought,
Okay.
yeah, it's good to know like the information that not everyone know about it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like people do talk in a way about finance that they really, really know about it. But when you actually like talk to them, I think a lot of people feel confused, as I am. I feel confused right now. That's why I'm here asking all. Yeah, that's why I'm here asking all these questions. Okay, so yeah, you got into the finance industry, and so when are you gonna tell me how am I gonna save all my money and become rich and all wealthy and
You
loaded?
You can book an appointment if you wish.
I mean, we're already here, so maybe just tell me.
Yeah, of course, of course. I will be more than happy to share some information with you and your.
I think it'll be
your
nice to like share some
subscribers.
tips about like how to
So how
actually
we can
save money.
Just tell
Yeah,
us.
just give it to me.
I guess we can start from like financial independence.
Okay, what is financial independence? Because I sure am not there yet.
So, Ozzy, it's a stage of life.
Financial independence.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a stage of life that you have built enough wealth, and now that wealth can give you like an income or cash flow, and it's enough. You don't need to like work for your necessities. It can pay for that.
So, by saying wealth, what do you mean by wealth? And like, I mean, how can you actually build that wealth?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do
Very
you
good
save enough to
question.
make wealth? And you like call it wealth. I feel like.
Yeah, hopefully, there's a formula for wealth.
Okay.
And
What is that? what is the golden formula?
$100
Under the table.
Yeah, to be honest, it's to start with the habit of saving.
Habit of saving. Okay. Like how so? Like every day I save $5 or
There's not a specific amount for that, But I would say it all starts with the habit of saving. If it's not there, you don't have the money to grow that, you don't have the money to like staying tax efficient, you don't have the money to protecting yourself.
So how do you build that habit? Because I feel like at least I don't know how often people can really save money. Like how often do you really see that in your families, that people are saving money and like that habit actually grows, so you'll learn from your parents and you also grow it yourself? So like how do you actually end up getting that habit, and what is it really? What are the steps?
Of course. So it was a very interesting question. As you know, so many people procrastinate saving money. Let's start with
yes.
that. Are you among them?
Procrastinating saving money. What do you mean?
Do you know why? Let's ask it this way. Do you know why people procrastinate?
No, why?
Saving money.
Why do people procrastinate saving money?
Because I believe that they cannot, they don't believe that they can stick to their plan of saving money.
Like a routine of saving money?
Yeah.
It can be hard, but also like thinking how much money is coming, can you even save to build that habit really?
I believe first of all you should like solve it in here.
Oh, so you're saying it's a mindset?
Yes.
Okay.
So as I told you like earlier, it's like you need to build the habit.
Okay.
You don't have to procrastinate that. And you shouldn't like stick to your beliefs. Do you know what I mean by that?
No, I was gonna ask. So what do you mean? What beliefs exactly?
Because I saw you. I saw your face, and she's like,
"What beliefs are you talking about?"
Yeah. So they don't believe that they can like stick to their plan because let's say most of our beliefs are based on our previous experiences.
You do learn a lot. You do pick up a lot of habits based on experience.
And they would like thinking with themselves, okay, once I started gym, but I never continued that.
Been there, done that.
Once I went to a music class, let's say, but I just quit it as well.
Yeah.
If I like started saving money or like having a plan for that, I cannot stick to that as well.
Okay.
So first of all, they should change their mindset, or let's say changing their belief about that.
It's impossible to save money and I can't do it. So okay.
And do you know how they can change their belief?
Not really. How do you?
Let's say. So our like
discussion
is not kind of related to that. No.
It is hard to like not
It is
shop.
not related to that, but I would say they should change their self-talk.
What do you mean?
So there is a like book named What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Okay. And it says that so we are like programmed.
We're programmed to what?
To like what we believe.
Okay.
What we do.
Okay.
It is programmed out of us.
Okay.
Maybe we have done that or our parents have done that. So first of all, we should all changing that programming. And it is possible like changing your self-talk. Okay,
so basically what you've seen in your childhood, what you've learned from your parents, from your relatives in terms of like specifically how to use money, how to save money, how to spend money, whatever we've learned, it's kind of like programmed into our brain for like long term, and like as adults we tend to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say someone was never really exposed to that like saving money kind of mentality when they were little, so now as an adult maybe they don't do that. Like how do you change that? So as you said, it's a habit. Like how do you build a habit to save money? What do you have to do? Like am I supposed to save $5 every day? Or am I supposed to, like, if I get my paycheck, am I supposed to, I don't know, put 20% of it in my savings? Like something realistic. Like what is a realistic thing to do to save money?
I believe that there's a lot of ways. For example, one of them is pre-authorized transactions.
What do you mean?
For example, you say, okay, I'm gonna put that, and every week $20, $30 is gonna deduct it from my account. It's gonna go to another account, and it is safe for me.
So you can set it up on your bank account.
Yes.
So it does it for you.
It does it for you.
It does it for you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I don't have to do it myself, that can, if I don't see it myself and it's just doing it, I think that's kind of nice. So then you're really not building a habit. It's just you did something, the computer's doing it for you, but still you're saving.
It's good for you if you really cannot stick
You cannot stick to your routine.
Yeah.
So what is something that an individual can actually do to like build that habit? Because I've also heard that like saving money, it should become a habit. Like how do you really build that habit?
If you cannot really build that, you need someone to make you
force you
to do that. Yeah.
Force you into that.
Yeah. Or you can like see what are the consequences of not saving money.
I don't want to get there. So you said that there is a formula for becoming wealthy.
Yeah, for building wealth, exactly.
What is that formula really like, and who made that formula, and how's it even worked? Like,
so most of the things that I'm touching based on is from the book called Saving Your Future. You can just put the link in the description.
Sure.
And they can all read that. It's very good. I really suggest reading that to all of you or watching this podcast. And it says that it starts all with the habit of saving, and then you just need to grow your money.
So the initial step of this formula is actually saving your money.
Yes.
And then step 2 is trying to grow it and beat inflation, basically. Okay, so some people might be familiar with the terminology of inflation, but like, how do you describe inflation in simple words?
Inflation in simple word is that for example, maybe you can afford something today, but the price will be higher tomorrow. Yeah, but if you don't grow your money, you cannot get that.
Yeah, that's that's what we're seeing recently. Okay, so
it means that cost of living.
Did you see that?
Did I see that? I've definitely, I think,
Costco shopping.
Yeah, I know. Every time you go to Costco, almost like checking out I don't know, you bought 5 items and it's like God knows how much, $200.
It means that cost of living is like growing and growing.
But your bank account is not growing as much. So, how do you grow what you've saved? Like, what are the ways to grow what you've saved?
I believe, for example, you can invest them.
Okay, how can you invest your money? What is the best way?
I know there's not a best way. It's always like to staying diversified, but there's a lot of ways. So many people like invest their money into real estate world.
Yes, building.
Yeah. So many of them like invest their money into commodities or currency or stocks, bonds, and so those are all the different ways they can do that.
Okay, what is the safest way? Because like, if I even thinking about these terms and words, it just makes my brain really confused. So which one of them would you say is the safest and the low risk one?
It is not something that I can tell, to be honest, but I know that the best way is to always staying diversified.
What do you mean diversified?
I mean that like having a little bit investment in the real estate, like a little bit in the commodities, a little bit in the mutual funds. So kind of like
invested little by little in different places.
Places.
Okay, but I feel like some of them can be like really high risk. Like, I don't know if cryptocurrencies are like a very risky kind of way of investing or not, but I feel like it is. Like, even the term is like really scary.
Let me tell you something, Azi. Actually, we couldn't say everything is a good investment. Do you know what is a good investment, let's say?
No, what is a good investment?
First of all, it should like never get to zero.
What do you mean?
For example, if you invest your like money into cryptocurrencies, as I said, or into other like let's say stocks,
Yeah.
it can get back to zero. You will lose your money.
You would lose everything.
Yeah, there's a chance for you to losing that money.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Some of them feels like too risky. So what is the safest option?
Yeah. So first of all, you should have this rule in your mind that your like investment should never go to the zero, and it should grow over time.
Okay, but you can't really predict. Can you really predict that if it's gonna get to zero or not?
Crypto and stocks market is not a good investment, you say.
Yeah. So
if you,
yeah. So
you
as
know,
you said,
she touched base on the risk, and I said that, for example, if you want to not, let's say, avoiding that risk, but to stay a little bit lower
the risk. So
yeah.
are you saying that? So you said crypto and stocks are high risk kind of investment then in that sense.
I would say that I don't like them as an investment because they're going back to the zero.
Okay, how so? Like, how does that work? How are they going back to zero?
It's gonna like, you know,
You can't control it.
you cannot control it. Yes,
It's out of your control if you invest your money.
yes, it just goes. There's no rules for that.
So, you mentioned bonds and some other words that I can't remember. Too hard to say, but commodity was it?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
You were thinking about that.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I was like, what was it?
It was just like gold. and
Oh,
stuff
is that
like
what it is?
Yeah, it's not
See,
my.
I am so not familiar.
Yeah. And you mentioned about risk.
Yes.
So you said that okay, maybe some investments are high risk, some of them are low risk.
Yeah.
But you know, as it's very important to know what does the risk really mean in the word of investment.
What does that mean?
It means fluctuation.
Yeah, because I think about risk and I'm like losing all my money. That's like how it feels to me.
If I want to like mention something to you, it's really important to know what is really good investment and what does really risk means in the investment.
So like, you know, as someone who doesn't know much about like finances and, you know, just the world of finance, if I have a little bit of money, like what would be a good option for me to like go and save that money? Like, yeah. You know, family, like culture based, or like, I guess from what I've learned, my family always try to buy gold coins, not gold bars, gold coins or silver coins and things like that. So like even now I think, oh, that's maybe like the best and the safest option, but I'm not really sure even.
You know what? That's exactly the problem, because so many people, you know, most of us in here, we are like immigrants.
Yes.
And when we come here, we just bring that old mindset we had back in our country to here as well.
Okay.
So it's so important for us to learn how does the system works in here.
How does the system work in here? Like financial system?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is. Yeah, it is a very good question. That's why I believe that everyone need to like meet with a.
So what do I need to know?
Someone who know.
Yeah, what do I need to know to be like to say I'm financially literate and I understand finance? Like what is the system of like finance that works here? I know it's obviously different from a different country that we lived in.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it here? What should I know to actually be like, okay, I know something about finance?
So, first of all, I believe that you should accept it. You don't know everything.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay.
No.
I'm not.
I already
I'm
know.
not I'm not specifically talking to her. I just, you know,
It's for the people out there.
yeah. So many people, they just think that, oh, we know everything and we don't need the help of someone. But the truth is that you don't know what you don't know. Most of the time.
That's bad if you don't know what you don't know. You should at least know what you don't know and then go get help.
Yeah. And that's why you need the help of an expert when you're like walking through that financial independence.
Yeah, so you mentioned financial independence. Is that just like not worrying about where your money comes from and where it goes, and just like not having to worry about money at all?
Yeah.
Is that what true financial independence is?
I told you, it is like, as I mentioned earlier, you have built enough wealth.
Yeah.
That wealth is giving you enough income or cash flow.
Yeah.
And now you don't need to work your necessities. It means that you don't need to work for your necessities. It's enough
so the
for
basic things that you need
Yeah.
for, like, you don't have to work for.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. So that what true financial
So
independence.
where do you get the money for that?
Where do you get the money to build that independence?
So you need to build wealth, and building wealth is like starting with the habit of saving.
Okay, yeah.
Mentioned
So
earlier.
yeah, so you were talking about the formula. So we got step 1, and then we got
Yeah.
step 2. You're growing your wealth,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happens?
So you grow your wealth. Now you're living in Canada. It's very important to stay tax efficient. Yeah, you need to know what are the accounts in the banking system that they're gonna help us to, like, stay tax efficient.
What do you mean tax efficient?
It means that, like, they're gonna help you with taxes.
Pay your taxes, or
Yeah.
not pay your taxes?
No one in here cannot pay taxes. You need to pay, but you can stay tax efficient.
Okay, so open that up for me. What does that mean, being tax efficient? Like, pay only as much as you really need to. Is that what that means? What does that mean?
Because it's a concept itself. If we just go into that way.
Just open it up a little bit. Like,
For example,
try to help me understand what it is.
So, for example, there's some account out there like RSP.
Okay.
When you contribute money to that account,
Yeah.
it's gonna lower the place of you in the tax bracket. As I told you, it's like kinda need more. You need to be like knowing how the tax bracket work. Then I'm gonna explain it to you. But
So yeah, I've heard a bunch of these accounts with RSP and TFSA and there's a
FHSA.
yeah. So what are those?
Some accounts like TFSA and FHSA, they're gonna help you with taxes. How you can grow your money into them tax free, and you can get out of money from them tax free as well. But there is a limit for that, and you cannot like put as much as you want.
All of your
into
income like in
Yes,
that account.
exactly.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I'm just kind of like personally, I feel so sad because I feel like all this information should have been things that we should have learned in school. Spending so much time trying to learn about biology or whatever, ology.
You wanted to become a nurse.
I mean, I know, but I think it's so crucial to learn about what money means in today's society. Like, everything revolves around money and money and the value of the money, and not knowing about it, not learning about it at a younger age. Like, maybe if I knew about it, I would have started saving money when I was like, I don't know, 16 or something.
Money you could have saved.
I just feel like $2 every day would have been something at this point. And I spent all my money, but
it's never late.
it's never late. But I feel like you become like your productivity and like functioning as like an individual in your society, it gets delayed in a sense. There's a delay till you actually know what's the meaning of money. Maybe like once you separate from your family and you start living on your own, that's the moment you realize, oh my god, I need to start saving, or I need to start allocating I don't know, this much to paying my bills and this much paying the rent or whatever. And just like not knowing about it from a younger age.
You don't have anything left.
At the end of the paycheck, once you get your paycheck, at the end you might just have nothing left.
Actually, you need to go through your expenses, because I believe that most of us, we have some hidden costs and we're not even aware of that. So if we just get aware, then we can say, okay, maybe I can, like, for example, every day we're getting our coffee from Starbucks or Tim Hortons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at my Starbucks.
Yeah. and we're like paying $5. Maybe we can make that coffee in our house and paying less.
So you mentioning that, it just reminds me, what are some, I guess, financial skills, easy skills that we can kind of like pick up to help us actually save whatever we have left, or like not have those hidden costs, basically?
So you know what is important is that so many people make this mistake. They first spend their money and then they're gonna save what's left. And there's not much left every time.
I sometimes do that.
Yeah, but all of us should learn that first we save our money and then spending what is left.
Okay. Do you think there's a good percentage formula thing that you should like take out of like whatever paycheck that however paycheck you're getting, and just putting it into saving? Like, I don't know. Is 20% good enough saving? Is 30% good enough? How much is good enough saving?
I would say it depends on your goals. For example, some people want to get retired at 40. Some of them want to get retired at 65. So based on your goals and all of those, you will like say, okay, I have to put a portion of my money into that.
How much money is enough for retirement?
So how much money is enough for retirement? You would say to have have an okay life, at least have a livable life.
It's not something that I really can say, to be honest. But
what's your estimation, Azi?
My estimation of how much
money
I'm not a fortune teller, to be honest.
How much money should I save? How much money is good enough when I retire every month? I don't know. I mean, rent is so high. I don't.
How much money do you need per month to just survive?
How much money do I need per month to survive? Probably 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah, if you're like living it really, if you're not having, I think, any extra costs or anything.
But
5,000.
I don't think that it's enough for Vancouver.
I know. I'm thinking maybe I should that you should move at some point. Do you think there's a good age to start saving though?
Of course.
Like, what is the best golden year to start saving?
Today.
Right now, it's never too late.
Today.
I think after 30.
Yes. I believe that so many people just procrastinate saving money.
Yeah,
and
you said
the problem is that they really think that there will be a better chance in the future. When they are young, they say, "Oh, I'm young. I just need to do some party."
I buy shoes.
They just think that they have a lot of time ahead. When they like get graduated, they say, "Okay, now I'm looking for a job. Maybe it's not a good time. Let me get that and that." When they get a job, they say, "Okay, and now I'm getting married." Maybe later.
Yeah, there's just so many costs.
The kids, they come like new costs. When the kids want to get the education, another cost. And then they realize,
isn't that the purpose of life, to earn money for these costs?
Purpose? Yeah, I'm saying, like, isn't that just the purpose of life, like earning money and just spending it?
Of course we should.
Lost my voice.
Of course, but we should have some plan for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want to be homeless otherwise.
No, not for sure. Yeah, no, I just feel like if you are like younger and you're studying and you don't have time to actually the hourly wages are so like it's low, so it's not enough to maybe even like you're not even able to save money. So it kind of gets, maybe no, it's not really a procrastination. Maybe people do want to save money, but it just kind of gets delayed and it's kind of postponed to later in your life. Like, it's just kind of like out of your hand, because whatever you're earning, you have to spend it. As you said, paying for the necessities of life, paying for grocery and paying for rent and your car and whatnot, and nothing might be even left after that. So you're just living this never-ending loop of you live and you pay for things. Whatever you earn, you just spend the entire thing. And that's...
You can have a serious conversation later with the government guys.
If you spend $100 per month how much is that going to be in 50 years?
If I save $100 per month, how much will be that in 50 years?
Yeah.
Do the math.
Actually,
do the math. There's a formula.
Yeah, there's some like applications or sites, websites out there that they're gonna tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can check it. We can check it out after.
It's gonna be like 1,000 per year. So in 50 years, it's gonna be like 60,000, 50,000, 50, 60K.
It'll be 60,000 by the end of the year.
By the end of 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
If we just save that. So if you like start growing that, if you start growing that money, it will be even more.
How much can we grow the money per year?
Yeah, how much can we grow the money per year?
It's not something that I can like tell you because it's not something stable. Some years are good years.
Yeah.
We have good rate of return.
On average, how much that would be?
Yeah, on average.
It depends on what fund the advisor is using. For example, if you put your money into GIC, it is something guaranteed. They say.
So what does GIC stands for?
Guaranteed Investment Certificates.
Okay. And
what is that?
no, we kind of lost track of the conversation. So why did you mention that?
Because because they are let's say low risk, and they're kind of stable when they are growing.
Okay.
It's something as it has in the name itself. It's like guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
But there's some more funds that they're giving more return even.
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the return rate for GIC approximately?
The return rate for GIC?
It's around 5%, I guess.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rich.
I can start thinking about investing.
While you're young.
Now I'm still young and I can start investing now.
We have better funds out there as well, which are growing like 10%, 15%, 20%.
I think it is really important though to try to get educated about like different ways to invest in really like how to actually grow your money, because like
it's not easy.
It definitely, there's just so many different ways I feel like nowadays that you can grow your money, that like I feel like people can get all confused when they hear even all these terminology and all these terms and different ways that you can invest. And at least for me, I always feel like I'm gonna lose all my money. I don't know if I should trust them at all. So I think trust is a really big thing for me personally. I feel like it might not even just be me. I feel like there are people out there who just can't trust their money.
And you
with
like
other
both
people,
because you can see that, you can touch
yeah,
that.
it's like sensible, and like it can be, I can put it in my pillow. But like with all these other funds and with all these other methods, there's no sensible way for you to really know how much your money is growing or not. Yeah. So I feel like that's where the fear comes from, and that's where it could lead to that procrastination and just like never even thinking about saving it.
Some people like trust their cousins or
trust their cousins.
No, really, instead of like real trusting someone, a profession, they're like listening to them.
Listening to their
cousin that
over dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna start a business.
Do you want to join? Yeah, and they would be having a really high profile pitch, like sale pitch, and try to like.
How? Can you mimic one of those?
Yeah, they try to.
How do they approach you usually?
They just like come and be like, I have this like really amazing idea that I've been thinking about like for the past couple of days. Yeah. That I'm gonna make bank.
Some of these YouTube ads these days.
There are a lot of misleading YouTube ads, like like just
have
like.
You seen that one is talking? Do you want to grow? Do you want to become rich in a week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's not realistic. You can't become rich in a week. Just like
money doesn't grow on a tree. You should really work for that.
Yeah, like what is I feel like it'll take at least a couple years at least in my brain with my knowledge for you to even grow your money a little.
What would you do with your money when you're rich?
What is it?
What would you do with your money?
What would I do if I grow money?
Yeah. You become rich.
If I grow money on my trees. See, here's the thing. As soon as like I think about it, I'm like, okay, you're rich now. What would I do with all that money?
For something. So what's that thing?
I wanna spend the money. Like I don't wanna save it more. I wanna, so this is the mentality thing that I think that you're talking about. As soon as you have a load of money, the first thing that comes to your brain is like, I want to spend this.
Just imagine you have all the money that you've saved.
It's a never-ending money.
Yes. What would you do with that?
With a never-ending source of money, a lot of money. I probably buy myself a really, really nice house first.
Okay.
And then fill it up with nice things. I'll be filling it up with nice things. Buy a couple nice cars.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll buy myself a nice yacht. And I'll buy myself a bay so I don't have to pay rent for the placing my yacht there. You know?
You have never-ending money and you're thinking about things, right?
the possibilities. I don't know if I'll be giving my money away. Really? Would you?
Thanks for being honest.
What would you do?
So same
if you
as
had a never-ending like source of money, what would you do?
So same as you, maybe I'm gonna get a very beautiful like mansion for myself.
Yes, wouldn't that be
nice? Nice cars, going to a lot of, traveling a lot around the world.
Traveling, yes. Maybe. Buy your own private jet and then travel.
So if you had enough money to do all of these things, would you stop working?
If I had enough money, would I stop working? For
everything that you just said, if you had enough money for that, if you become someone like Michael Bublé, he has enough money for doing all of that.
Michael Bublé does. Michael Bublé, if you're watching this, give me a call. I know where you live. It's all over the news. I wonder if why would I work?
Really?
Would you?
I don't know, because you need to have that fulfillment inside of you. If you're not doing anything, you're just spending money.
That is nice.
Your life will be meaningless.
Would it? But you are getting experience out of it. So let's say that you are, with the money that you have, you start traveling the world. So you are getting meaning through direct experience. And then if you are kind enough, you would, do some charity and, give your money.
So you would stop working.
I would stop working. I would stop working. If I worked enough in my life, let's just say, I think 15, 20 years is enough time for a person to work.
Okay.
And if I'm rich by that point with some like unlimited source of money, I would stop working. Why would I work anymore?
But you love your job.
So? I love my job, but so?
Well, yeah.
I just feel like your body can handle so much. And after a certain point, if you want to stay fresh and young and, your body to still be viable, I feel like I would stop working. If I could, I would. Yeah. But then I would be thinking about how to never let that money, end though. Like, what would I do actually to not have it end?
That's the financial independence, I think.
Yeah. I feel like even if you're financially independent, you would still think about like not ever losing it. Like, what can I do to even grow it more than what I already have? Become the richest person on the planet.
You become greedy.
Yeah.
Greedy? You become greedy? You become Scrooge.
Give me more.
I believe you should just follow the wealth formula, give it enough time. I don't think there's something called like endless money.
No.
But at some point,
if you have a
it's
gold
gonna
mine.
You have a gold mine?
Yeah.
The gold would run out at some point.
No, if you have it's a lot. It's gonna be more than your lifetime.
Oh yeah, that is important. More than my lifetime.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, so if it doesn't stay for my children, sorry, kids.
Yeah.
If you're watching this later,
Like
sorry.
100 years
You
later.
find your own gold mine. I had mine.
I worked so hard to find it. You find your own. Yeah, no. So you wouldn't start working?
I don't know. You know, I haven't think about it yet, but
Would you like start your own business at that point?
yeah, why not?
What would you do?
I will like maybe build a big financial firm or agency.
Become the CEO?
Yeah. Not yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
I should think about it more, but
Yeah.
you just give it, I will think about it.
Give me the money first. Let me
Yeah.
Maybe at that point you could still think about you can think again about your pilot plans that you had.
Maybe like, you know,
Get your own
having
private
my
jet
own
and-
jet.
Yeah. Get a private instructor.
Yeah, maybe.
Why
I know. I
What's
have
the need for that?
no actually
Everything private.
because you need that fulfillment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the full attention, you need to do something. She said she's
Yes.
gonna feel it,
Yeah.
like life is
I'm
meaningless.
gonna like maybe learn new instruments, learning new languages. I don't know.
It's a new instrument, so what kind of instrument are you playing now?
Are you playing anything
So-
now?
you know,
it's a new
no.
instrument.
When I was a kid, I was like playing piano or
Yeah,
that, but now I've forgotten a lot.
yeah.
I have some plans to getting back to that, learning it again, and
Yeah.
like, learning new
Playing piano
instruments
again?
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was little, I started playing violin.
Oh, okay.
But like somewhere in between, so my sister started playing piano, and somewhere in between, I was just like, oh my god, this is such a nice instrument. So I kind of gave it a try too. But I only played for like,
That's all your instructor, violin.
sorry?
Violin instructor. Tell us
Well, no, this is when I was back in my home country, when I was back in Iran. So I started learning how to play the piano just for like 8 months.
Okay.
And then we moved to Canada. Yeah, and then we moved to Canada. But then I started playing the violin again. And I had this Italian instructor. I highly doubt you're watching it, but I had this Italian violin instructor, and he is just like, his skills and the way he played and the emotion behind how he played is just undescribable. Like, it was amazing. I feel like every time he was playing, I was watching a concert or something.
Wow.
By someone like so professional, and
Wow.
yeah, I could watch him for hours. I always, that person became my role model for like playing an instrument, especially violin. And after seeing that I cannot match his level ever, I quit.
Oh.
I know, I kind of quit after seeing that I just can't be as amazing as he is. Yeah, to this day I remember the way he played the violin.
Do you have any plan like for the future?
I
Starting that
have
again?
to play again.
Yeah.
She has his violin.
I still I have my violin, and sometimes like I stare at it.
Oh.
And I'm
The
like,
violin stares back.
I'm kind of scared now because it's been so long that I haven't played that I'm kind of scared to like start playing it again. I'm just like, it'll be so rusty and sounds like a
You feel
dying
that-
cat.
Do you feel that fear when you want to start something that you quit before?
Do I feel the fear when I want to
that's-
start something that I
think
quit
that's
before?
the fear.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I really, it's
And not only
scary.
with the
Yeah.
music,
Because-
yeah, with whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Do
You
you?
know, yeah, and I believe that overthinking come to your mind. Oh, if you hadn't quitted that, now you would be a profession.
What would have happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of like start circling and going down a pit.
Then
It's a-
Of
we're gonna
ever-
quit it again.
Exactly, just like you would quit again. I don't know. It's just too scary.
Because I know so many people who was playing something at some point, but they're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, people playing and just not going back to
Yeah.
it again. Yeah. I just feel like it takes so much courage to quit something. It's never easy to quit. I know people say quitting is really easy, and if you want to do something easy, then quit. But I don't think quitting something that you spend hours and hours trying to learn it's ever easy. And I think it takes a lot of courage to actually quit something that you loved and you wanted to be really good at it, but sometimes it's just not for you.
Have you ever quit something bad?
Sorry?
Have you ever quit something bad?
Something bad? Like I was bad at it?
No, something that was bad for you.
Something bad for me. I'm still trying to quit eating sugar. Haven't been able to. It's too addicting. No, I don't know. No. Did you have like something bad, kind of a bad habit or like anything that you had to quit?
As I mentioned sugar, I like stopped it for a couple of months.
Yeah.
How
hard was that?
I believe that for me, it's always the start that it's very challenging.
Yeah, I think you go through like a withdrawal at least for the first week.
For me, it's always hard to start, but I can like keep moving forward with the things that I've started before.
Okay, so did you become tempted to like try it if someone's eating sugar around you? Or does it just become tasteless?
Donuts, Timbits.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, I used to be really missing that, but I was thinking, my happiness was coming from somewhere else.
Oh, where?
Yeah. For example, when I was shopping, I was buying clothes, and I say,
so rather than solving it, you just redirected it into another kind of addiction.
Yeah, so you cannot have both of them at the same time.
I know.
You should choose either having this one or that one.
As you said, it's hard to build healthy habits. I think money and saving is also part of like should be part of a daily routine, healthy habits that we have to build. It's hard to have a really healthy diet. Especially if you go to school, if you are working, you guys have long hours. I like as nurses also have quite long shifts, so it's really hard. Like you get so exhausted after you come back home. You just need that spike of sugar just so you feel happy and feel kind of fulfilled. So it is the mindset you mentioned, like mindset being a really key factor in like building healthy habits, whether it be money, food, your diet. Dating dating healthy individuals. Also being a healthy individual to date. Taking care of your mental health just as a whole. It's hard building those healthy habits.
Nowadays we're like living in a society that want us to be very perfect.
I know.
You want to be good at everything and
be that perfect role model.
Do you think it's possible?
Being perfect?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, we all have some little bit of a darkness, I feel like. So it's hard to achieve perfection if you have. Because we're quite dynamic people, right? You're not always feeling great. You have failures. And there are going to be obstacles that you might not be able to overpass them. So even if you do everything in your power to be perfect, not everything is in your control.
At least you cannot be perfect in everything.
You definitely cannot be perfect in everything. Your brain, your body has a capacity.
And acceptance is really important. Just accept it that you can't be perfect in everything.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah, because accepting that you cannot be perfect in all ways, in every way, I think it's important, because I just feel like there are so many people out there who do suffer from the fact that they want everything to be perfect. I feel like at some age, I also suffered that. Like, for example, quitting playing violin was one of the hardest things that I had to do, because mainly it came from that perfectionist side of me that I can never quit. Quitting makes no sense. If you quit, you're not perfect. You need to master this and you need to be perfect at it. But realistically, not possible.
And when you're a perfectionist, you will never get something done, because you think that, okay, I cannot do that. Yeah, I cannot do that in a way that I want to, so I'm just gonna quit.
I'm gonna quit. So it can be quite challenging. I don't know. Yeah. So if we can have like a I guess, takeaway.
Yes.
Yes. If we want to have a takeaway, just, you know, from the world of like money and investing and saving, like what would be a couple takeaways that our listeners and people who are watching can have, like from what we just talked about?
So I would say that just don't overthink that. Start doing something for your future. Keep it in mind that time is something really important.
Time is money, as Pitbull said.
It's even like, you know, more valuable than money, I believe so. But yeah, just know how does money works in here. Have a profession beside. It's gonna be super helpful. Always stay updated and learn how
I think staying updated is really important. Yes. Like with so many resources being out there, so many like people, even professional people, like putting out YouTube videos and trying to educate people, like just go watch it. Maybe it's good. Like spending that, I know you're spending time, but I feel like in a way you're also investing in your future, as you're saying, by just like learning and educating yourself about money. I know maybe that didn't happen in your younger adulthood, but it's never too late, right?
Exactly. And you know, something else that I really want to mention is that, for example, I've had many conversations with people. I wanted to educate them, helping them, but they were like, oh, excuse me, I really don't like finance, or I don't want to know about it. But it's a very important topic.
It is.
You know,
it's
your
vital.
life is dependent on that. It's not like if you don't like it, I think that maybe it give you the sense of scarcity or all of this. Maybe you should just face it instead of procrastinate doing something about it.
Avoiding it. Avoiding talking about it, because it's scary.
Yeah, I know it's scary for all of us.
No,
you should do something about it.
I agree. Spending time and invest in your future. That's my takeaway. I feel like I kind of, at least for me, what was bolded and, you know, what my takeaway is just what I mentioned, is really like putting that time to educate myself. And the fact that it's never too late. Like, it's okay that I'm scared, but, you know, still, it's never too late to actually start learning and start saving. Even as little as I can, even, I feel like. I think that's kind of my takeaway for the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Anything, any last words? Anything that you want to say, or?
No, I think you just summarized everything very well. And
okay, thanks for coming in, and I appreciate everyone listening. And
don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. I already appreciate your support. Thank you.
Oh.
God.